Good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor to be here in Oregon. While I'm the Commissioner of Public Lands for Washington State, Multnomah County is my birthplace, and it's an honor to return here and to see so many friends and colleagues. It's been a busy summer for most of us, and our work is long from being finished. So I'm very grateful for this time to get together and to be able to recognize the value of our working together and the partnerships and the work ahead. As we saw last weekend, just up the road from here in the gorge, wildfires don't recognize administrative boundaries. They literally reach across state lines. Together, we're working to control the Eagle Creek fire, the spot across the river at the foot of Archer Mountain, and on wildfires across the Northwest. We've heard stories of wildfires crossing the Columbia River, but I have to be frank, growing up on both sides, I found it hard to imagine. Until it happened a week ago when the Eagle Creek fire raced to the west, burning through a forest that I grew up in at the doorstep of the Rose City. And in its wake, it cloaked a large part of our Northwest region in smoke. There can be no doubt that wildfire is a problem that impacts our America. To meet the challenge of the devastating wildfires we are seeing in recent years, it will take hard work and sustained commitment to a strong and vibrant partnership with our states, our local governments, and our federal agencies. I stand with all of you, the Washington Department of Natural Resources, the Forest Service, the Oregon Department of Forestry, and our partners in fire service at the local, state, and federal level to keep our neighbors safe, our communities strong, and our landscapes healthy. Chief Took, it is great to have you here. I am honored that in just my first 7 months that I was able to work closely with Jim Pena and your office to be able to sign the Good Neighbor Authority. And not only did we sign that Good Neighbor Authority, we have already signed contracts to begin doing forest health treatments on the ground in Washington State, and we are just beginning with a large list to go. I believe as I have traveled the state in the last 4 weeks, from the most east part of our state to the central part of the state, and on the ground at these fires that are challenging not only the firefighters trained, but also the communities. They're tired, they're exhausted, and they know that this has just begun this year. That because of that, it is going to take us working collectively together to ensure at the state and federal level we have funding for wildfire, that we are able to do it in a proactive way up front, that every community has the resources on the ground ready before the fires start. And we also know at the same time we're looking at 100 years of challenged forests that have been clogged, that have not had the treatment that they need. And we don't have time to wait on doing the forest health treatments. So at the state level, we are looking forward to working with you. At the federal level, we're looking forward to working with our neighboring states to be able to get on top of this and to really truly be able to protect our communities, our landscapes, and the places we love. In closing, I would just like to acknowledge the Columbia River Gorge where we stand, which is a truly special and unique place, where this raging river opened our beloved mountains to show us the beautiful natural resources that we here in Pacific Northwest love. It's a playground to millions of people, and it shows how closely and the people in this part of the world hold the land to their hearts. When fires burn through places like this, they burn through our personal treasured memories. They burn through our shared sacred spaces, and they burn an imprint onto everyone responsible for taking care of this land. Chief Took, welcome. I look forward to working with you and all of the people at the Forest Service. Thank you again for this opportunity.